DreamSpin hoopers, and these are bite-sized tutorial for beginners. If you remember where we were last week, we were hooping on our waist, dipping in our hands, experiencing the spaces within your hoop. We then walked in the same direction that we were hooping and then walked against the floor of the hoop. We lifted off, brought our hoop down. There was a lasso in there. We brought our hoop down into a side spin. Using the palm of our hand, we pushed our hoop into a forward direction, taking it into a weave. Weave, weave, weave. Using both hands and putting in a little side spin. Okay, so where we're going to go from here, I'll do the flow and then we'll break it down. We're going to jump through the hoop, passing it around our body. We're going to kick and kick. We're going to put in a low down lasso or a bow. And we're going to put in some breaks. Possibly we'll have a look at this lasso to bow, because this is a really nice move. Okay, so how do we get here? Let's start with the weave. So we're in our weave. As our hoop comes from me, my right side, to the front, my palm is facing towards me. I'm going to grab it with my other hand, jump through, bring my hoop right over, palms down. From the side, it looks like we have weave, weave, jump right over, start again, weave, weave, jump, allow the hoop to roll right over. At this point here, our palms are down. Now I'm going to pass my hoop around my body, little finger to little finger. This way, we keep our hoop on a nice parallel level to the floor. So it means it's a really nice flow. It's quite awkward at first to do little finger to little finger because your wrists are twisted. You might not be used to this feeling. There's lots of hooping that is new to our bodies, so it's quite challenging, but it's also very good to stretch us in places that we don't normally stretch. So we have hand to hand pass. Practice this in both directions. Practice it slowly. Speed it up a little bit. Remember, finger to little finger, palms are down. No twisty hoops. Perfect. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to have my hoop at my centre line and just bounce it off my waist. I love this move. Left to right, left to right, left to right. Just a nice little swing with your hoop. Catching it at your centre line, thumb to thumb, just switching hands. Just as a little aside, when we're hooping the side or a lasso, we also want to be able to change hands. So practice this changing, thumb to thumb, thumb to thumb. This is what we're doing at the front, and our breaks, thumb to thumb, letting it bounce. What I'm going to do next is put in my bow. You'll notice I swiveled it on one finger. Eventually you get used to using your hoop just on a finger or a thumb. And then how I got into it from my breaks was brought my hand down, my palm facing down, and I allow my hoop to roll over my knuckles, just like when we were in a lasso. Opening and closing your palm at first so you get really comfortable with it. Be careful of your lower back. Engage your core. Get down a little bit lower if that helps. And you have your low down lasso or bow. Bringing it back into that break. Bouncing left to right. Passing hand to hand. Kicking. Hand to hand, just kicking every time your hoop passes. Your leg, you lift up your leg and kick over. Back into our bow. We'll just have a look at this bow to lasso. I'm bringing it down, I'm in my bow movement. I'm going to use my index finger, on the outside of the hoop to bring the hoop up. very fast, so you might have to slow-mo this. So in lasso, I'm going to take my index finger with my right hand and take it on the outside of the hoop. So my hand just swivels onto the outside before it gets back onto the inside. We can make this a nice figure of 8 motion from the lasso. So I'm in my lasso, I'm going to bring my hoop down, let my hoop continue its journey around my wrist and then roll back up. So I'm rolling down and up, round and up, which is a really nice move. Let's try that with the other hand. Remember to practice this on both sides of your body. Always useful. And that is our tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed it. A little hello to Valerie, to Gracie, and to Izzy. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye bye.